Uh, Welcome to WTF Bracelet. So, if you've not met before, my name is Joshua. I'm the co-founder of WTF Bracelet. So, one of the most common questions that my wife CG and I often get asked in our shop is, how do I know if a stone is right for me? How do I know if I chose the right stone? How do I know if this stone suits me? Or how do I know if I'm choosing the right stone for the one that I love? And while this may seem like a very simple question, it's probably the single most important question that you can ever ask when it comes to buying stones. So if you're new to crystals, um, what stones actually does to our lives is that if we pick the stones correctly, or if a stone is chosen right, what it can actually do is that it actually helps us to reveal the gifts that we have in our life, the gifts that we have abundant in us right now. It tells us about the current state that we're in, and about the circumstances that we're surrounded with. It gives us a lot of clarity about our current circumstances. And last but not least, we've also found that it always helps us, it always shares with us a little clue on what we need to focus on to take our lives to the next level. So what we've come to find is that there are many different methods that one could use to choose stones. However, the method that we are going to share with you here today is one that we've found over the past decade. Over all of the other methods that we've tried, none has come close to the amount of transformation that this method could bring into your life. This is probably the single most powerful method that we've discovered up till now. And we really want to share this with all of you because one of the most common things that we see people doing is that they often choose a stone based on what it means rather than how they feel about it. And and they try to align their heart and their feelings with what the stone is telling them up here. And while that may work, however, it might not bring what you expect to happen in your life. It might not bring the kind of transformation that you could wish for. Don't get me wrong, it will get you to that goal. However, the journey that you're going to go on will probably be one filled with so many boulders and mountains that most people, are not able to make it through. And the method that we are going to share with you today, what we've come to find is that our lives have a gradual journey of growing. That means we all grow very gradually, and there's a path that we must walk. So things must happen step by step, and it has to happen at a certain point of time. So how do you know what is aligned around us? How do you know which road to follow? How do you know what path to choose? So that is where we are going to teach you today on how to rely on the most powerful force, which is your heart. And we're going to share with you a simple story of how someone in our shop actually experienced had this experience where he was choosing stones. He wanted stones to do based on money, and he thought that would solve a lot of his problems. And I know how this sounds, but trust me, what you're going to find in the story after this is going to be something that's going to surprise you, and we're going to explain to you why it's very important to pick stones from the most powerful source of wisdom inside of you, which is your heart. Today's science is already telling us that our heart is 100 times more powerful in terms of the electric impulses that it sends out into the universe compared to the mind, and that our heart is 5,000 times more powerful in terms of the magnetic force that it creates around us. Which means if you're trying to create or attract anything, we have to begin or decide from the heart and allow the mind to strategize. Don't get me wrong, the mind is a very powerful tool, and I love the power of the mind because it's able to expand from a single seed into many extremes. However, learning how to use it right is important. So just remember, everything that you do in life, always begin by deciding from the heart and then allow your mind to expand. That's why the saying, center yourself and bring yourself back to the center again. Keep yourself grounded. So in this, I hope you enjoy this video. Have fun and take care there.